back to another episode of the Wild West. Usually Taro does the opening, but today it's his day off. I think he's on a vacation or something. So let me present the program to all of you. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's sunny here in Japan. Wonderful day. All right, today it's going to be a very, 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 very special episode. I'm going to bring a special guest out very soon. I don't know how I would call him, but former Twitter X is an influencer and he loves Cardano. So let me bring Sebi on the show. Hey!
Hi, Chris.
How are you doing?
Having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a nice Saturday afternoon here.
Yeah.
Enjoying some free time and looking at the crypto charts.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, if people are on X, search for Sebi, and if you put probably Sebi and Cardano, you can hit your name, can't you?
Yeah, for sure. Just remember, it's Sebi with 3 S at the beginning.
Oh, 3 S's and Sebi. And most of his, posts, you'll see a chart, so then you'll know who he is for sure. Yeah. So anyways, I mentioned you about, Cardano lover, influencer on the X space. So if you can introduce a bit about yourself, that'd be great.
So, what can I say? I'm 37 years old. I'm married, no kids. I have an awesome dog. It's a King Charles Cavalier, and his name is Frodo. And he's the goodest boy. Besides that, most of the time I spend on X and looking at charts. So probably you're all interested to know how I started, how I first found out about crypto. So this was all back in 2018.
Yeah.
I was at work and a colleague of mine for the first time told me about Bitcoin. So there's this new thing that you mine and you earn Bitcoin and it costs a lot of money. And you have to buy a miner and so on. So that was the first time that I heard about Bitcoin. So I started looking into it to see what exactly this is.
Yeah.
And then I think a few days or weeks later, I started buying my first Bitcoin. But unfortunately, it was like the worst moment ever to buy Bitcoin because it was just when the bull market of 2017, 2018 was ending. So I bought my first Bitcoin at 10K when it was dropping from 20K. So then I I held it for a few months. It went to 3K. In the meantime, I started looking for other altcoins that I thought might have like bigger potential. So I bought some Ripple, I think, and then I bought some Cardano because Cardano seemed to be very undervalued. Like Bitcoin was $10K and Cardano was just a few cents. So I thought, oh my God, this is gonna go 100x from here because it's very, very cheap.
Yeah.
So yeah, fast forward 3 or 4 months, Bitcoin went to 3K and I lost it and I sold all my crypto. I think I only kept some Cardano probably.
Oh, you
but
should have kept it. You should have kept
Bitcoin.
it.
Yeah, and then 2 months later, Bitcoin was sitting at 14K. And oh my God, I've lost so much money, but I just couldn't give up. So that was the trigger that made me look deeper into crypto and blockchain technology. And I started learning trading. I started researching about different cryptocurrencies. So that's when I found out that Cardano is actually an amazing project. So first I bought it because it was cheap. But then after looking into it, I saw what was the roadmap. I saw what Charles had in mind with Cardano. That it was building slowly with an academic approach. And it was this beautiful project that was going to be the best blockchain in the world, the fastest, and the direction it was heading. It had so much planned.
Yeah.
So yeah, since then I stayed with the community. I kept buying every time my paycheck came at the end of the month. I kept buying crypto with it, mostly Cardano in the end. And I think since 2000 2021 when the NFTs were pumping. That's when I started hitting Twitter a lot. And I think since 2021 I tweeted probably daily about Cardano. But most recently, like 2 years ago, that's when my account exploded. I probably got to that maturity level, and my TA skills were in depth enough so that I could provide some useful information for the people that have been following me.
No, that's nice.
Yeah.
So it's always good to keep what you're doing, yeah? every day.
This is pretty much my story. And yeah, in this space, learning never stops.
True.
You need to be up to date every day, research stuff, learn new stuff. It's a really interesting domain. To me, it feels like I'm not working. It feels like a hobby. And if one day I can just live from doing this, I would be a very happy person.
True. Yeah, well, let's hope, if the bull market actually did start and, ADA pumps and goes to the all-time high, everybody's going to be happy. So let's hope for that and goes even higher, right?
I miss those times so much. Like when I think back when we were in 2020, 2021, like there was so much hype going on. Any project that was launching, everything was just exploding. Everybody was so happy.
Yeah.
We were throwing thousands of dollars of pictures with monkeys and other animals.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still in the books. So it's just that the cycle, we have the Bitcoin ETF, we have a lot of institutions buying. So this screwed up a little bit the normal cycle, and it's mainly the rates that haven't been cut for a lot of time. So the US, basically the markets, the stock market and crypto is very in match with the American economy. So because the American Fed hasn't introduced the quantitative easing and we are still in quantitative tightening, the economy hasn't been stimulated. So once the QE, you might be seeing a lot of news about rate cuts. Why doesn't the Fed cut the rates? Trump keeps telling Jerome Powell, you need to cut the rates. So that's the reason why we are not seeing a crypto explosion yet.
True.
But that might change really, really soon. So
yeah, there's rumors out there,
in the coming months. So if you're asking me, when do I think the bull market really starts? It's when the rate cuts start kicking in and when the Fed announces the quantitative easing.
I see. Well, people are probably looking forward for that. And, I was really looking forward at the beginning of the year. When Trump is going to take office, he's a very pro-crypto guy. And, everybody was like, wow, he's going to file all the crypto things right away. And, he's going to make America great again. And, people are like saying ADA's here, ADA's there. And poof, XRP and ADA just pumped like, amazingly, like we didn't see in months. But at the same time, I don't know if he's being smart or being stupid, but all right, folks, I'm just gonna put a lot of tariffs to everybody to make me rich again, kind of stuff. And we all fell for it. The stock market went down, crypto went down. I was really shocked. I mean, I thought he was gonna try to help the crypto world, but he was just killing it every single time. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think we all thought exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not from the US, but I was rooting for Trump. And the only reason why I was rooting for Trump was for crypto, because
True.
I don't care about anything that relates to Trump. Like, I do not like him as a person. But I wanted him to be the president because he promised so much things in regards to crypto, which some of he did, but it has come to my understanding in the past months that he doesn't really care about crypto. He only cares about him looking good and showing the power he has. So if this is on his agenda, he will do stuff for crypto. If he can get rich of it, he will do stuff for crypto. Otherwise, he will not. But yeah, there's still a lot of stuff happening. So who knows? Maybe the tariffs are good. I don't know. For the moment, they are not. They're scaring everybody, and the markets don't like uncertainty. That's
true.
why markets fall during wars, during tariff wars. So the market wants stability. So this is what we're waiting for. Maybe once this tariffs matter settles and quantitative easing kicks in, we're gonna get that bull market that we're all waiting for.
True, that looks like, fun for us. And, taking the story back to Cardano, but like, people say that Cardano is an American asset, this and that, but the initial coin ICO started in Japan, so, in a way, kind of, it was born in Japan, and, Switzerland is taking part too as well, this and that, but, they want, and it becomes the American asset, and if it becomes tax-free, people are going to be happy at the same time, yeah?
That's the rumor so far. I mean, as you said, we don't know exactly. Is it Japanese? Is it American? We don't know. It started in Japan, but somehow they also put it under American-made crypto, I guess it's a very thin line. But we're going to see.
Well, and Charles is coming back to Japan in October, and there's another big block, not a gigantic blockchain, not only blockchain event, but this time I'm going to be there, so hopefully I'll have some time to talk to him personally, and maybe there are some things that I can't write or post, but I would love to talk to him and hear what he has to say, because there are a lot of haters of him that blew up in the last maybe half a year. I don't know why this happened, but he thinks of the community, he thinks of the world, he helps people with his clinics and stuff too. He's not only in the crypto world, right? So I love him. He's honest. He's a real human being. He swears a lot, he gets angry a lot, but he always has a certain point. He has a great vision, and basically some of his projects, or the nose he's going through with his the pools and stuff, but everything is going along, and Cardano hasn't stopped since 2017, if I'm not mistaken. 8 straight years non-stop, non-hacking. So, and plus a lot of great projects, building, and I'll let you take this over and talk about it, but Midnight is rolling out, and there's another rumor. There's no official things on the paper yet, but the airdrops are going to probably start next week, so I'll let you take it over from there. What's your take on this?
I'm so excited about Midnight, to be honest. The waves Midnight is going to create inside the Cardano ecosystem are huge. Now, for those who don't know, Midnight is a privacy layer that's being built on Cardano. It's basically its own blockchain, but it's being built on Cardano. So the token that will be airdropped to 37 million people on 7 different chains is going to be a Cardano native token. So how you're trading right now, Snack or YAG or World Mobile on Cardano as a native token, the same you will be able to trade Night when the airdrop happens. And the exciting part is that it's going to bring so much people from other chains to Cardano, because in order to claim your airdrop, you're going to have to create a Cardano address and come to Cardano to claim it. So basically, if you want to sell that token, you're going to have to use a Cardano wallet and go on a Cardano DEX in order to sell it. Or to buy it initially until it hits the major centralized exchanges. Now, there are some questions that I get a lot on my X, so I'm going to answer them here as well. Everyone is asking, who is eligible for the airdrop. So there are 7 big chains that are eligible for it, and the biggest share of the airdrop will be given to Cardano holders. So to ADA holders is going to be 50% of the airdrop is going to go to ADA holders, and then the rest will be split between Bitcoin holders, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, BNB, so the Binance chain, AVAX, and BAT, who is the Brave browser token. So the snapshot for this already happened. It was on the 11th of June. So if you had any of these coins at that time, they should have been held on a hot wallet or in cold storage, but they shouldn't have been on an exchange, because if they're on an exchange, they're not your keys, they're not your tokens, and you are not able to claim the airdrop because the custodian for them is that particular exchange that you were holding your coins on. But there's still a chance if, let's say, you had them on Coinbase or on Binance, and then Coinbase decides that they are going to claim the tokens and they are going to split it with the people that owned those crypto in the first place. But this is a big if. It depends if they're going to do it or not. So if you had your tokens in your own wallet, then when the airdrop is announced, you can just go on the website that the Midnight Network is going to share with us, and then you can claim it there. I know that the airdrop is going to be like 60 days, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a longer period because this is why it says the Glacier airdrop. So they did it like this because they want to avoid people just dumping the coin. So not everyone will be able to claim in the same day. It's going to be in multiple stages. So maybe I'm going to be able to claim it after a week. Maybe you're going to be able to claim it after a month. So this way they are avoiding people just dumping a free airdrop. Now, what's the part that excites me the most is that this will all be happening on Cardano. So this is going to make a lot of volume on Cardano. Charles, in a rumor more, I don't know if he's absolutely sure or not, but someone asked what will be the market cap of Night when it launches, and then Charles responded that it's gonna be greater than 10 billion. If it's gonna be 10 billion or not, we don't know, but that sounds like a very, very high amount. So if that happens, just imagine how many billions are going to be flowing within the Cardano ecosystem, because whoever comes to claim it, maybe they are going to find other tokens that are on Cardano. Cardano has a lot of DeFi projects and DePIN projects, like infrastructure projects. So there are a lot of really, really good projects that the people that come for the Night token can then invest in. They can also just sell it, but that as well will generate a lot of liquidity and volume on the Cardano chain, which can then only attract more eyes from the outside.
Yeah, that's a big one. And also, they already did the test case in May, but what I really thought amazing was how Charles read the whole white paper and everything of Satoshi, the BTC, and they actually did find a way to integrate BTC and Cardano. So that was a big news. I was kind of wondering why it didn't pump then when they did the test, but if Bitcoin comes into the same layer, the same blockchain, that's going to be amazing, don't you think?
Oh yeah, that's another that's another topic. Like, if I'm gonna put it like this, why do I think Cardano is going to outperform the rest of the crypto space this year and maybe next year? It's because of these 3 things. So one is Midnight, that's gonna bring a lot of users and volume from outside of the chains. Then it's a Bitcoin liquidity, because how you said right now, more projects are working on having a seamless integration between Bitcoin and Cardano. So basically, people from Bitcoin will be able to buy Cardano native tokens and invest into the Cardano DeFi. So this again brings billions of liquidity to Cardano.
Yeah.
And then there's the third one, which is the Cardano ETF that is under approval. So in my view, once these trees happen, then Cardano is likely going to outperform the rest of the market.
And at the perfect timing, let me phrase it, the pre-bull cycle, because some people might say it hasn't started yet. So like you said earlier, so I would say the pre-bull market, but now the pre-bull market is starting to be in phase, and Cardano has these three things. Like you said, right now, the only thing I can think about is we are going past the moon, not to the moon, past the moon,
Elon's gonna take us to Mars.
Okay. Yeah, Elon, please, forget about your coins and everything, and enjoy Cardano, ADA, and all the native tokens, please. Thank you. Yeah, but it's amazing. Technology is amazing. I mean, last time ADA did the all-time high, I mean, we haven't even catched up. But think of the projects back then and now. It's a completely different story, I mean, now we got the base, backbone, and everything. So, like people say, maybe $3 if we're lucky, or $5 if we're lucky for the past the all-time high for this cycle. But I don't think there's a top to it. Like even for Bitcoin, I mean, they started out from like 0.000001 cent, and you had to have a few hundred Bitcoins to buy a slice of pizza. Now if you have a few hundred Bitcoins, you can buy an island. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if people ask me how much do you think ADA is going to be, I would just straight say I don't know, because I really don't know. But I really know one thing, that it has so much potential to really go high. And like for example, now they say maybe minimum of 100,000 ADAs at the moment will make you a billionaire or make you rich, but I highly doubt it. Even if you have like 10,000 coins, or maybe 1,000, maybe 100 in the future, maybe 5 years, 10 years, I don't know about the time frame, but holding ADA would make you rich. I really think so, because Charles is a great guy, and people around him, all the projects are so wonderful, and everybody supports him.
Yeah, I do. And probably Cardano is the only blockchain that really respects the reason why Bitcoin was created in the first place. It's security, decentralization, and scaling. Like this is like one of the Cardano's biggest strengths. It's very decentralized. There is no entity in Cardano that controls more than 20% of the tokens. For example, in coins like Ethereum or Solana, there are a lot of whales that can control the entire like more than 20-30%.
Yeah.
So the decentralization of Cardano is truly one of the biggest, probably after Bitcoin. And yeah, this is why, as you said, Charles has this vision. So this is why he left Ethereum, because he wanted to build something much better.
True.
So I really trust Charles, and I think that he will have no rest until he achieves his goals. So Midnight is just another step in achieving this. I see Midnight as an upgrade to Cardano.
Yeah.
And I really think that maybe in 10-15 years, Cardano has a really big shot of becoming the second blockchain as market cap after Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, time's going to definitely tell. And if we look back maybe a few years from now on and look back and we're like, wow, we're lucky we believed in Cardano, because like I told you earlier in the show today about all the haters and, talking trash about not only Charles, but ADA and all the problem from, the coin initiative when it happened in Japan, and like where did all the money go and this and that, and a lot of crybabies. And I also do stuff on X, but as A시야. But what I've been writing these days on a lot of places I'm saying like whiners will never be winners. You can cry all you want, but leave. I mean, stop complaining and just leave. Leave us alone. That's what I'm just saying. I mean, you can whine all you want, but nothing's gonna happen. So I say whiners can't be winners. Don't you think that's correct?
Yeah, usually when the price is not doing well, then people are very scared and demotivated, so they start bitching around and complaining about different things because they wish things were differently. But I mean, you never see those complainers in a bull market when everything is pumping. Nobody cares. Nobody complains. Everybody's happy.
for the last 2-3 days, looking at X, I haven't seen a single person complaining about basically any coin. Everybody seemed happy.
Yeah, I even tweeted, where are all those haters that said that Cardano's going to 20 cents when it was 50 something like 2 weeks ago? So nobody commented.
Yeah, I think it was your post or somebody tagged you with the post, crying on top of a building, holding cash and crying on top of a building or smiling on top of a building. I think that was your, you were tagged in there. So, I got a crack out of that one, but yeah, well,
Yeah, it was the Mintern.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that one. But, seriously, I think all the haters will slowly come back and, the whales will actually, the whales are slowly but surely they started to accumulate a lot of ADA, right? It was even on the X news just the day before yesterday and even today. So, and the volume itself from a few days ago, they already increased about 5 billion. So
yeah,
it's looking
so
good. Yeah, go ahead, take it over. Yeah.
The way I see it right now, why we aren't pumping is because retail is scared. As I said earlier, there's so much uncertainty with the tariffs and the wars, and people are scared to invest their money. But who's driving the price up? It's the institutions, it's the countries, it's the ETFs, like whales. These are all whales. Whales are buying, so that's why the price is going up slowly, even though there are no news that hit the price to jump. But you see it climbing slowly. Whales buying Ethereum, whales buying Bitcoin, whales buying Cardano. So those are the institutions or countries that are buying silently, and maybe in a month or two we're gonna start seeing the headlines. This country bought so much Bitcoin, the US bought so much Bitcoin in their crypto reserve. But they won't tell us now that they're buying. They're gonna tell us in a month too, when they pump their bags, and then they're gonna tell it to the retail so they can come in and pump it even further. So so now it's the time to buy. When you see the whales buying, that's when you buy.
True. That's
because when the retail buys, that's when it's close to ending.
Yeah, that's what I think. And what I'm thinking is when, for example, like if the states is going to make it a reserve and stuff, not only that, but the other nations too, if they make it a reserve or if the country holds it, I mean, I don't think there's going to be a big dump, because they're using their own dollars or yen or yuan or whatever their currency is to hold Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, ADA, whatever, right? But they hold it, and they would not want the prices to go down. So if they see like a little dump, then they're just going to buy more. So I think we'll see the bottoms. Like now you were talking about volatile a little while ago, like it goes up 20%, goes down 30%, like the early days when it started. But I think we are going to see less of that in the future.
I was actually thinking about the same thing today when I was at the gym.
Nice.
And I was thinking that this might be actually the last cycle that we know crypto, like the crypto cycles, because the big money is entering. So when institutions and companies and countries are buying, there's nobody else that can buy even more. And now that the US is pro crypto, there's no Gary to scare us with Cardano is a security, Ethereum's a security, we want to shut down crypto, all that is gone. Everybody's bullish on crypto, everybody's buying crypto. So as you said, it's probably gonna be one of the last cycles where we are gonna see astronomical gains, like 20, 50x for all the altcoins doing, because I think from now on we will be climbing steadily. For example, how is the US stock market? I mean, there are bear markets even on the stock market, but it doesn't crash 80%, 90% how it in crypto. We're probably gonna see discounts of 40, 50, 60%, and then it slowly climbs up a little bit. We hit new all-time highs, then we consolidate a bit again. So it's gonna be a slow climb over the years. This is how I see it, because the pot is gonna be a lot bigger, so it's gonna be a lot harder to crash the prices and also to pump it. It's gonna be a lot harder when the total market is a lot higher.
So like there are a lot of venture startup companies where they get invested and they have a future plan, boom, it goes up. So they could have like that kind of sort of like not meme coins, but like a startup coin which they have good potentials, might pump because everybody's going to support it. But what I said and what you just covered up is perfectly. You just said what I was thinking, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow, so it's gonna be a bright year. I mean, the first half year was kind of boring for stocks and for the world with all the wars and all the problems and the plane crashes, and it wasn't too happy. So at least for the last we have like 6 months left. So I really hope no more war, peaceful, and everybody's portfolio is gonna be very, very, very wealthy. That's what I hope for.
Yeah, and remember, always take profits. If you're on the green and crypto has been pumping like crazy, remember to take some profits. Don't be that guy that only takes pictures and then it all goes to zero. Take small profits along the way, because you can never time the top. No matter how good of a trader you are, you will never know when's the top. So you gotta take profits on the way up. Maybe 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, then it hits the top, and then you start again taking some profits on the way down. And that's it. Otherwise, you'll be a bag holder. You never know when's the top, when's the bottom.
Yeah, true. But it's really hard with all the tax issues, with, for example, in Japan, we're so behind. So basically, at this moment, even if you buy or if you actually sell, boom, you lose 55% at the moment. So it's a really corrupted country in that kind of perspective. And they are looking into 2027. Hello, this is 2025. It's a little bit too late, but at least they're making changes. And I mean, Korea's all the way getting into it. And I think Thailand just made changes to make it no tax on crypto, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be right. I don't remember. I mean, I've seen some news of different country doing it, but I don't know if it was Thailand. I can't confirm it.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. I mean, you take tax, you tax and then tax more, right? I mean, give us a break on somewhere. I mean, I mean, it's very simple. Like if the citizens of any country, if they make money, we're not stupid. We're not only bag holders. So, we want to look good. We'll buy clothes. We want to take your girlfriend out to a good dinner. We spent money. We want to take a vacation. We spent money. So, I mean, money is going to start rolling, and the ball is going to get bigger and bigger, and the country is going to be better. And, more people are going to go to different countries. Different people are going to come to this country. So everybody's going to be happy. That's my take on this, right? So, I mean, taxing everything to the max is just going to, strangle you, and that's over. You can't even have fun. So even if you want to sell it, if you're going to get taxed 50%, then you should not sell it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this much taxing just discourages opportunity. So people are not spending because they're being taxed. If you want people to spend money and circulate it, you have to cut the taxes.
All right, you should say that to Trump. You said it perfectly well.
I think the U.S. is doing pretty well when it comes to taxes. I mean, in Europe, there's a lot more taxes than that.
Yeah.
For example, on the salary that I'm getting from my day job, like we pay 44% tax on that. And then we have VAT on everything that we buy, another 21%.
Oh my God.
So everything that you do, there's a tax. Tax. Let's all move to Dubai.
Oh yeah, Dubai. Yeah, Dubai. But people are saying there are like hospital cases. There are a lot of issues with the hospitals and stuff in Dubai as well. You get not enough doctors. I was talking to this guy yesterday. I really forgot all the details, and I don't want to give the wrong information, but one of the few guys that I know lived in Dubai for 3 or 4 years, and they're saying great, but they're saying, oh, being here for the first year was party, wonderful, we loved it. Second year, it's too hot in the summer, we can't even go out, it's too cold in the winter, and the sandstorm is crazy, there's not much shops, it's boring. So they actually decided to come back the 5th year.
Well, yeah, I would only go there for the tax cuts.
True. Just have a company there.
If possible.
Yeah, but seriously, I mean, we really gotta look into crypto for 2025, going to 2026, and we are learning. Like I said earlier, Trump's tariffs scared the living hell out of everybody, so we really crashed. Yeah, in the beginning of the year, which we were thinking it was gonna go skyrocket high, but investors, traders, and crypto lovers are not that stupid. So every single time he says tariffs, we learn. So like even yesterday, he was announcing from August 1st with the few countries in Europe starting, he was gonna tax about 30% extra of the tariffs. But I think people learned, so they're not gonna be really afraid of that news. What do you think?
Yeah, I was a bit surprised as well to see that the market didn't react to the tariffs announcements. It could be also because the tariffs would be going live on the 1st of August. Maybe people still think that maybe he's going to cancel them, he's going to extend them as he did previously. So I would be happy if people are just over it and nobody is scared anymore of the tariffs. But we're going to find out closer to the 1st of August. And also, crypto has been bumping for the past 2-3 days, and I think this is mainly due to the rumors that the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell might be stepping down. So X is full of these kind of rumors. Everybody's tweeting about it, that he's thinking of resigning. Trump has put a lot of pressure on him for the past, I think, 3-4 weeks. Trump continually said Jerome is no good, Jerome needs to cut rates, Jerome needs to resign, blah 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 blah. So I think the rumors are intensifying, so it's gonna be really, really exciting next week to see what exactly happens. So, and we also have this month, there is the Fed meeting where they announce if there are Fed cuts or not. So even if they mention that, I don't know, they say that in September we're getting the first rate cuts, crypto is just gonna explode. So because the markets are forward looking, so this is why I think the markets are pumping now, because there are so many rumors and so many things happening that people are already seeing the rate cuts coming. So it's getting closer and closer, so everybody's bullish again.
Yeah,
you know how it is.
Yeah,
by the rumors sell the news.
True.
This is what's happening.
All right. Okay, so it's wow, we were hoping to do it for like minimum 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. It's turning to 40, so I think it's about time to wrap it up. But is there anything else you want to wrap it up? Like anything else you want to add on? Feel free.
I think we touched every point. I mean, if anyone has any questions, you can reach out to me on X. I mean, I think they can also send questions to you. So yeah. Get into crypto, because crypto is the future, and fiat is shit. Fiat is only going down. I think you guys know the best in Japan, because the Japanese yen has been going down lately. So whoever has been a crypto holder has been doing really well. So yeah, crypto is the future, and have a look at the Cardano. The ecosystem is gonna be one of the best prepared in this bull market.
All right, thank you, Zebi, for popping in today. And after the show, I would definitely catch up with you for a few more minutes to wrap things up. But this show is on Japan and also internationally on the internet radio and also TJS radio. That's in the LA. So we have a lot of key networks to go on, and also our show is archived, and you can find Asia Radio on YouTube. So basically, Sivi and I will put some links and share some stuff. So I hope you guys will come back and listen to it again and find your points. Thank you for coming to the show this week. I had a great time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I would definitely want to bring you back again. This is not going to be your last, I hope. So I'll talk to you soon. And everybody listening to the radio, thank you very much for tuning in for over 40 minutes, and I really thank you, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.